Hi guys, how are you? I am going to show you how to get your computer to read something in a different language. For instance, this is Bulgarian. This is the translation in English. So what I have done is set up a VBA macro, and I'll leave it to you in the comments below. I'm stepping into it right now. I'll leave you this in the comments below. And what I'm doing is calling on application speech. But the more important thing, what I wanted for it to do is read upon cell activation. What I've done currently is just given it the cell locations, and in one of these locations, comments are in English, in the other location, the comments are in Bulgarian. And where I had the problem is having this read. So what I had to do is go under the computer directory, which is entered over here where the search is, as regedit, registry editor. Again, that's regedit, registry editor. Click enter. Do you want to allow this app to make changes? We're gonna say yes. And then under speech 1 core, so if you see over here speech and then voices, tokens, you see how I have 1, 2, 3 voices here? I started off with just the David and the 0. I didn't have the Ivan BG. This is a little bit of a process, so I may have a couple of videos, and I think I will set this up as a couple of videos. But basically, when you first download any packages, it doesn't have to be Bulgarian. It can be Spanish, it can be Portuguese, it can be French, and the computer will actually text to speech these languages for you. So here's speech 1 core. If you go to speech 1 core, Microsoft, here's speech 1 core, and then get down to voices, tokens. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 voices. And you notice if we go under Microsoft, and then we go speech, tokens, we have 1, 2, 3 voices. So what we're going to do now, let me zoom in, is go and do Microsoft Speech 1 Core, which is here. We're gonna go down to, and notice it's Software Microsoft Speech 1 Core. Again, at the bottom, you're going to your directory, you're plugging in regedit, okay, say yes. So we're doing Speech 1 Core. Here's David, Mark, Ivan, 0. I think Mark is the dude I'm missing. So what I'm gonna do is click on Mark. I'm gonna export Mark. Export. And I'm gonna save him under desktop as Mark or Ridge. Okay, and registration files, reg, save. Then I'm gonna go under here and do notes. Open up Notepad, file, open. Minimize this. All files, mark reg, open. And you notice under here we have speech 1 core voices. Change this to just speech voices. Speech. I'm gonna go down here and change this to just speech. We're just updating the paths. File. We're gonna save this guy as new. Registration. Save. So he saved this new reg. Mark orig reg new. I'm going to close out of this, minimize everything, and find mark orig new over here. He should be on the desktop, but what I'll end up doing is just opening up desktop and double clicking on mark orig. Just make sure that it's a registration entry, mark orig. And do you want to allow this app to make changes? I'm going to say yes. So mark orig is now going to make changes. The keys and values contained have been successfully added to the registry. Now what I'm going to do, if this doesn't pull up, what I'll do in the next video is close out my computer and then reopen the computer to show you registry edit, reg edit. So I'm gonna open this now, say yes, and what this effectively is doing is under speech, just speech, not one core, but just speech. I'm gonna come back up here. It should have added under here speech, not the one core, but under speech, and then voices, and then tokens. As you see now, it's added also mark. So actually this works for us. Let me zoom out. And now what I want to show you, after you successfully added these voices and the way that you add it under settings, over here, you notice how I have a Van, Mark, 0, David. What I'm going to do is add a voice, and we will add Spanish, Slovak, Slovenian, Russian. We could add Spanish, Spain, add. This is downloading right now. And what you could do is replicate these steps, and under the paths I've given you, which I will list in the comments below, ensure that Spanish is also added under speech and not just speech 1. In which case, in video number 2, I will show you how to use a text-to-speech to read in English, in Spanish, and in Bulgarian. So we'll go from English. Here you go. This is still downloading. We'll go from English translate this to Bulgarian, we'll go from English, translate this to Spanish, and vice versa, and then we'll have a VBA code that can read each cell with each respective language. And actually here we added this. Let me just show you that registry, edit. Yes, we'll zoom in. Here you notice how it's not under speech, but I'll go under speech 1. And again, your path is registry. You'll be under software, Microsoft Speech 1. Voices, tokens. We don't have the Spanish one up. In the next video, when I restart my computer, I should be able to see the Spanish one up under speech 1, core voices, and we'll update that in a similar fashion, where subsequently we will see it under Microsoft Speech, Speech, Voices, Tokens over here. I'll do that in tutorial 2, and we'll also go over how to use VBA to convert from text to column.